Thrones Part 2. And like I was trying to say, I love Game of Thrones. Didn't really like season 8 because I thought it was rushed, but yeah. Haven't seen Cyberpunk, but I do love the spin offs of Game of Thrones. Really do. Oh my gosh. I really hope they put him in this next season for Christmas because I love the Grinch. I Anyone that likes a Benedict Cumberbatch movie, aka the 2018 movie, I don't really like it. I mean, it's 60-40 for me. 60% didn't like, 40% liked. I love the Jim Carrey one. I've seen the original Grinch. I know you may be thinking, do you mean the Jim Carrey one? Because you just mentioned it. No, no. Original means like, if you don't know, there was a Grinch movie that came out in the 60s, I believe. I watched that once and I was like, Jesus. If you don't know what I mean by Jesus, that movie, you know when the Grinch does that smile? In the movie, which I call the OG, the 60s one, when you see him do that smile, oh my gosh, he reminded me of Pennywise. I was like thinking at the time, is this where they got the idea for Pennywise? Oh goodness me. Yes, can we get Brian, please? I was gonna say get Brian to yell profanity words, but I was like, no, never mind. Full nice PG-13. I also heard Stranger Things season 5 is gonna be TVMA, meaning R-rated. At first it was TV-14, aka PG-13. Now it's TVMA. Imagine if we had Dustin or Steve say a few F-bombs. It would be kind of like Cobra Kai. Even though Cobra Kai is TV-14, it was kind of leaning to TVMA because they had like 4 or 5 F-bombs. One of my favorite F-bombs. Oh, I'm trying to. Oh yeah, I've seen it. It's a good show. Oh, I love Beetlejuice. I love both the first and second. Favorite F bomb in Cobra Kai would be when you know oh Kendrick, hold up. I love Kendrick Lamar. Never listened to Lil Wayne's music, but anyways, what I was meaning is favorite F bomb of Cobra Kai is slash one of my favorite scenes is when you know when Johnny and Daniel were in that bar and Terry Silver came with Kreese and like he mentioned like you know if we would have fought like 10 times I would have kicked your ass or one or something. And Daniel's like we have fought 10 times and like the bartender's like gentlemen I'm gonna have to ask you to keep it down and like Johnny's like shut the up beat it. That's a funny line. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, Beetlejuice, sorry. Beetlejuice 1 is one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite scenes, yes, I know it has an F bomb in it. But I love how, like, I forgot what he said, but he, like, offered Alec Baldwin something. And, like, they, like, him and his character's wife, not real life wife, but character's wife walk off. And then he, like, kicks over a tree and he's like, nice fucking model. I heard he was saying that to like crew members, but Tim Burton liked what he said and didn't put it in. And that was the first time they put in a PG-13 movie. Well, I think PG because PG-13 didn't exist yet until Gremlins 2 release. Damn, so we got was PG. I wonder why Planes, Trains, and Automobiles didn't get a PG-13 rating. Well, it wouldn't because it had like 18 or 19 F words, which is one of my favorite movies. I wish it was PG because it would have fit being PG, you know? And I wish John Candy was still alive. Imagine the movies he'd be in. But Beetlejuice 2, one of my favorite scenes. There's two, but I'm not gonna say the first one. Well, I will. I'll say it's the scene where like they meet. I'd say the opening scene or the ending, and the second scene would have to be like when like Beetlejuice says this to the villain. I think it was Dostoevsky who said, "Later, later, effer." You might get what I mean. It's a funny line. And then on his passport it says "shit out of luck" and all. Like, I heard they're making a third Beetlejuice movie, even though Tim Burton said like by the time they would make a third one, since it took like 10 or 30 years, he'd be 100. And I was thinking, okay, how about this? Make a third movie, but make it before you turn 100. And I heard they are. I heard Jenna Ortega, that plays as Wednesday, and forgot that girl's name that's in Scream. She mentioned she would love to return to Beetlejuice. Damn, she's gonna be in so much horror stuff. She was in Death of a Unicorn, which I watched, and I thought it was hilarious, but a bit weird. If you guys haven't seen it, I reacted to that trailer, and let me just say, it's the weirdest movie I've ever seen in history. Not like that Bear one that came out in 2023. I can't say the full name, but I will say that's the funniest film. But very, like, weird. Anyway, guys, see you guys later. I'm gonna go have something to eat. Bye bye.